Woman admits if he wanted to, he would, is BS and damaging.
Oh, how so?
Because it is BS and also damaging for both men and women. For men, it's damaging because it sets a standard that women believe men should adjust to.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And if men don't adjust to it, they just blame men as a typical crusty, dusty modern man.
Crusty, dusty ass man.
It's what we get from men nowadays. Bare minimum, sassy, whatever BS nonsense because he can't meet the standard. It's trash already, trash. It's complete BS. From women's perspective, if he wanted to, he would is damaging because it makes women expect certain things from men which are not realistic.
I want a committed relationship.
There are unrealistic expectations from men that they expect to get from men, and when men don't meet up, there's nothing wrong with him. Oh, but this saying, this sentence would make a lot of women disregard men who are perfectly fine men, but because he can't read her mind and telepathically understand her feelings somehow, he's not good enough.
I can't read your mind.
I'll find another hand who can.
Which is completely stupid.
I was talking to my therapist about how I get on TikTok and I get my feelings hurt because there's so many videos about like if he wanted to, he would. And then I apply that to any situation that I'm in.
Okay.
And I get really upset because I'm like, okay, well, fuck that. If he wanted to, he would. I guess he doesn't care about me. And she was like, that's just such a damaging statement. And most of the time it's really not true. And it puts so much of the pressure and the burden of it on you instead of the other person because we really kind of flip it. And we're like, oh, if he wanted to, he would. But we internalize that as if we were good enough, he would, or if he liked us enough, he would.
If he wanted to, he would.
I don't want to.
Why?
Interesting. And good point. Okay, look, from women's perspective, it's damaging for them because it makes them feel like they're not good enough. And it's like, all right, woman, if you wanna put yourself there,
If he wanted to, he would.
you wanna continually lower your self-esteem and boost up your insecurities, yeah, with the insecure energy is fine. Her insecure energies. Hey, carry on. It's like, isn't it obvious it wouldn't work in general on more complicated beings like men?
Suck it.
Obviously, you know, a lot of women don't think we're that complex, to be honest, but whatever.
Men use.
That saying cannot work on men. Men are too varied.
I'm uniquely qualified.
Unique?
Unique.
Utterly unique.
On a very simplistic, probably simpish dude who would do anything for you, yeah, he may attempt to read your mind. He may be so simpish, he may develop mutant powers.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, shut up, woman.
So, fuck it, yeah. Yeah, whatever. The point is, the saying could not be applied to many aspects of your life because it does not work on many aspects of life, mostly on the ones it's designed for, us as men.
If he wanted to, he would.
Nope. Please, that bullshit ain't gonna work on me. You try again, woman. Use logic instead of feeling, please.
Which is just really not the case for most things. And I just think that we need to change the way that we word that and view that sentence. And of course, there's some situations where that might be true. Like maybe you've been with somebody for years and you've explained to them exactly what you want in a relationship and they just continue to let you down. And maybe that's a case where if he wanted to, he would.
I want a committed relationship.
Okay, look, see, that's different. This is where women are getting this complete topic completely confused with themselves.
Oh, how so?
If a woman's telling you to do something, at least you've been told to do it. You're not being psychic. You're not using mental powers to read her mind. You're doing what she asked you to do. That's different.
I shouldn't have to ask.
Now, if a man does not do any of that, he completely disregards everything she says and all of her requests. It's like, all right, woman, I don't care.
You're not worth $300.
Saying that if that man wanted to, he would give you judgment whether he cares about you or not is absolutely ridiculous. This man may not give a fuck at all. If as a woman you're going to put yourself in that position and stay there, hoping and thinking if he wanted to, he would, maybe one day he will, you're delusional as a woman.
No, I can fix it.
That statement is so delusional. I think that's why it's only for women. Because as a man, we're not going to think, oh, if she wanted to, she would.
Bullshit.
If she wanted to, she would. Yeah, we know women won't. We know they won't. If she doesn't want to, she ain't going to do anything.
Not your slave.
She's not going to do anything. Strangely enough, women don't understand that about men. You can't convince someone to be someone you want them to be based on how you feel about that person.
Outstanding.
Which seems to be what a lot of women try to do.
Would come into play. But for the most part, if you are like in the early stages of getting to know someone or like early dating, sometimes you're just not compatible. And the way in which you want to be loved.
Hey, come on, woman. Come on, woman. Don't talk like that. If he wanted to be compatible with you, he would. If he wanted to find the compatibility between the two of you, he would find it. Obviously, he doesn't like you enough. Because if he wanted to, he would.
Why?
Let's carry on.
And feel loved is not compatible with what the other person has the capacity to do.
Sure.
And by saying if he wanted to, he would, you're just completely acting like we all give love, feel love, and have the same capacities to start. And so if somebody's not kind of showing up for you in a specific way, they're like actively choosing not to hurt you. And that is just not the case. So,
You know, that point goes against women in ways that, like I said at the start, this man may actually be a good dude who would do more for a woman, do more for this woman or any woman. But the point is, some women may disregard a man simply because he's not doing what she expects him to do at the start. But this man may need to warm up to a woman to do more for her. It's a simple thing a lot of women don't understand. They seem to forget men have been here before.
You've been there before.
A majority of men would have dated before, which would make a lot of men cautious. I'm not going to give her so much, up front, please. I did that before.
You blew it up!
Come on. I'm going to be more cautious now as a man. Being cautious as a man would confuse the fuck out of a lot of women because they would think, if he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to be more around me and all this type of stuff, if he wanted to do more with me, he would. He could just be being cautious because he has been there before. He has been a, if he wanted to, he would sort of man.
Never again.
And it didn't work out well for him.
Never again.
So regardless of what women want from this saying, they don't understand what men have been through before to either not give a fuck about the saying, go against the saying, or just tell women that saying's absolute bollocks. It doesn't make sense. It can't apply to a variety of men.
If he wanted to, he would.
so instead of always saying if he wanted to, he would, if maybe you're feeling like you're let down by somebody, maybe really try to dig deep and realize if you guys just have an incompatibility in terms of like love language or capacities to give and show love. And that takes away kind of the pressure from you, and it makes it far less personal than saying if he wanted to, he would.
You can tell if he wanted to, he would is a woman topic simply because it's filled with delusion from the woman's perspective and what they expect from men. The point is, it's complete BS, absolute bullshit. Have a nice day.
If he wanted to, he would.